So I'm in the same outfit as the last video because I'm filming this immediately after. But hey, what's up guys, it's Instructional Skateboarding, and today we're going to do another how-to video. And this is how to stop yourself from doing something you don't want to get into the habit of doing. It can be very hard to break. Skateboarders will not take you seriously. It looks ugly, and it's improper. That's Mongo pushing. Now there's even some famous pros to this day, like my idol Eric Costin, that push switch Mongo when they're skating switch. But if you could just regularly push the proper way all the time, that would be, well, proper and better. For years I pushed with my front foot, which is wrong. It looks horrible, and it's just not the right way to skate. If I'm setting up for a kickflip, I can keep my foot like this, or at least relatively in this position, while I push and get speed. So I'm pushing my back foot, getting speed, and when I set up, my foot is already right here. If I'm Mongo pushing, when I get back on my board, you have to put it on, and then set up your feet. Now Mongo pushing generally is better for just getting speed really fast, using your front leg and just fucking giving her really fast. But it's improper, and you can still basically get the same amount of speed, the same amount of speed pushing with your back foot. So I trained myself and forced myself to stop skating Mongo pretty much within a day or two, and this is how I did it. The main thing is, number one, you have to want to stop. It's a habit. You got to realize that you want to break it and not continue doing it. Number two is every time you push Mongo, force yourself to skate switch. This teaches you switch faster and also progresses you faster. So every time I used to push Mongo, I'd get mad at myself, then I'd come back this way and I'd force myself to try switch ones. And before you knew it, switch front ones came to me. I learned them because I was forcing myself to skate switch every time I did this bad habit. So therefore you're progressing two things at once. Not only are you forcing yourself to skate switch or nollie, which is harder positions, and progress that aspect of skating, you're also stopping yourself from pushing Mongo. So I'll show you guys what that looks like, and I'll show you guys what regular pushing looks like. Regular. Regular. I haven't even tried that trick once yet today. Plus I didn't skate yesterday, but I have switch front ones absolutely on lock, basically 10 times out of 10. And the reason being, a lot of it is because I progressed my switch at the same time I learned to stop skating Mongo. So that's really all you have to do. If it's really uncomfortable for you, it's okay, because once you start pushing regular and once you start learning to not push Mongo, you'll never want to do it again. I used to only ever push Mongo. It was just the way I skated for years. Even a lot of my old clips, my old videos, you guys will see that's how I skateboarded. And I didn't like it, but I never wanted to change it. And now I can honestly tell you that I will never, ever again get back into that style of skating, or never want to. Now that I have it the proper way, it feels more natural. It's just easier. My foot's already set up. As soon as I put my back foot on my board, it's just a way better way to skate. So this video doesn't really have much to it, but all you gotta do is want to stop pushing Mongo and progress another area at the same time. This in combo will help you stop pushing Mongo. So every time you do it, force yourself to skate switch or nollie, even if it's a trick you already have and already know it, you won't want to push Mongo ever again, and your skateboarding in another stance will be even better. I mean, you can do it with fakie too, but for me, switch is a lot harder, and it's completely backwards right. It's new to you because you're skating the opposite way, and so progressing that for me was ideal. Now, I just talked about this in the last video I made, but another thing you can do is punish yourself. If you're trying to get out of a habit and you go back to that habit, not only is that embarrassing, but it's unwanted. And if you make yourself do something as an initiative to not do that habit again. So today what we're going to do is we're going to film a learn or suffer. This is a really good series because it forces me to commit to tricks and try to learn tricks, and it pushes me, gives me incentive to learn something. Alright guys, I'm instructional skateboarding and I have to suffer now. I didn't land my trick for me. And yeah, time to suffer. Even better. So every time you push Mongo, do 10 push-ups. Then come back the other way and skate switch. Try to learn a new switch trick. And even if you don't learn that switch trick, you're probably getting closer, or you're probably getting just a little bit more comfortable with switch. And as you learn to keep doing that, in your Mongo pushing stops, you'll be a lot happier with yourself. So that's basically about it. It's been instructional skateboarding. Social media links are down below. Please subscribe. That's the #1 thing I want you guys to be watching this video. 88% of you are not, and that's a huge amount. That's almost 1 in every 10 people that watch my videos are subscribed, meaning pretty close to 9 out of 10 of you are not. That needs to change, so let's get that up. But anyways guys, it's been instructional skateboarding, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.